The gear, the clothes in BioShock Infinite is so useful, but it's random. You can't be sure what you're going to get, when you're going to get it, and even if you will get certain objects. But in this video, I'm going to show you an exploit that allows you to have all the gear pretty early on in the game. So let's get collecting. Okay, so today I'm going to show you an exploit that allows you to have all of the gear in BioShock Infinite fairly early on in the story's plotline. Now, it is an exploit, so it isn't something necessarily that the game's designers intended, but it works, but it does take a while. Now, what you'll need to do is load up the chapter Return to the Hall of Heroes Plaza. Now, of course, if you just take a note of where this location is, you can just do it for your first time through, but if you're beyond that, you can kind of backtrack a bit. And obviously you'd need to replay through, but you can then go through with all of the gear. Now you load up Return of the Hall of the Heroes Plaza. Now what we're going to do is use an exploit that resets an area where you collect the gear, which means the gear appears again and again. Now when you appear, the first thing you'll notice that there's a war going on, but you need to turn around and go straight through the door behind you. This is part of what actually resets the gear in its location. Now just in front of where we load up there is one of those infinite salt machines. It's just behind the statue of Washington in front of us, so if you need salts, just walk straight around that and go and grab some, but you don't have to, and once you've come through you just need to turn back round and go straight through the door behind you again once the gear location has been reset. And now you've got some blokes to fight through, but they should only be there the first time. Now you don't have to kill them, you can run through them, or you can just kind of shoot them as you run past and kind of kill them slowly as you go through, but you're going to have a bit of a fight on your hands. You can use the mosquito above you. You can get Elizabeth to bring that into reality, and you can do lots of things to get past her, but we've got a little route that we need to do, and you'll get pretty quick at it as we do this multiple times. Grab the skyhook and we're going to go all the way down to the bottom, down to the kind of lower plaza, lower gondola. There's more bad guys on your right there, but if you can do that jump correctly you should find it's fairly quick. Use the accelerate as you go down to make this as quick as possible. We are going to have to do this run every time for every single bit of gear, so this is not a quick exploit, but if you spend the time doing it you've then got all of the gear for the rest of the game, which allows you a lot more possibilities or combinations of gear. I use the bucking bronco there to just throw them up in the air and run past them, and then I use electricity against the robot there, and as soon as you're in the lift he doesn't attack you anymore. So I haven't killed anything there, I've just zapped them or hit them and kind of run past them. You are going to get absolutely sick of this bit of dialogue if you do this exploit, because you'll hear it every single time. And then we run down into the soldiers field, and if you remember there's a carousel over here on the right, and next to that carousel is a toy shop, and in there we're going to find the piece of gear that we need. Now I've done this run quite a few times now while using this kind of exploit, and a single run which is there and back will take you about 4.5 minutes. So if you want every single piece of gear, this will probably take you about just under 2 hours, which is a lot. But if you think about games like Borderlands and other kind of farming games, that's not necessarily excessive for every single piece of gear. But this isn't like a click one button and get everything you want type of thing. And here's the bit of gear. Just on the floor there, and I suggest while you're around you open these boxes every single time, and that will give you the extra money, because you'll actually find by doing this you end up with lots and lots of dosh as well. So there you go, we've grabbed the gear, and now we've got to go back the way we came to reset it again. I'm going to speed up the video from this point, so this is ×2, and then I'm going to speed up the video to ×4 in a second. But essentially we're going back the way we came, again avoiding people or shooting them as we need to. But we need to go all the way back to the initial Hall of Heroes, back through that door at the very beginning, and that will then reset everything. There's a machine there, a $1 bill, if you need to fix your health because you got shot or repair your salts. But doing this method, you're looking at getting probably about 5 or 6 pieces every half an hour, which is obviously a lot quicker than playing the default game. Of course, you don't have to get every single piece. I mean, if you've just got your eye on one or two pieces that you read from forums and things, you can just do this over and over until you get that piece. I particularly wanted the I think it's Winter Soldier, the one that gives you invincibility from the rails, so I just did this over and over until I got that, and it did take me about I think it was about 10 attempts, but once I've got it, I've got it, and then I've got it for the rest of the game as well. So I've gone back through the door there, and as going through here, that will then reset it, and then essentially you do it again. You know, we're at times kind of 4 now, but you just do it over and over. It's literally just becomes a farming routine until you've got everything you need. I hope you find this exploit useful, and I hope you found the video entertaining. Please like it and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more, and you can follow me on Twitter to keep up with the latest videos from the Adipose. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.